What is going on, guys? It's Kobicypher here, back with this week's edition of news making rounds in our political arena. Ensure to subscribe to stay updated, and don't forget to activate the notification bell for a daily dose of news covering both the realms of technology and politics. Today, we are unraveling the intricate web that hinders the development of our constituencies in Ghana. And so, grab a seat, hit the subscribe button, and let's get started. In Ghana, constituents often express discontent over the perceived lack of development in their areas, with fingers pointed at members of parliament for not fulfilling their duties. But before we jump into conclusions, let's dissect the dynamics at play. As constituents, the pivotal question that demands our attention is whether we genuinely merit the developmental projects we ardently desire. Even before we go further, let me draw attention to this. Within the Ghanaian political landscape, one must successfully navigate internal party elections even before vying for the broader parliamentary contest. And this is where the crux of the matter lies. The monetization of our political sphere has reached such an extent that voters and party delegates especially regrettably prioritize financial considerations over substantive ideas. And so, an individual can present the most progressive ideas, in fact the most progressive proposals, but these proposals becomes inconsequential if the financial contributions are lacking, while those with meager ideas but substantial financial backing are assured victory. And so an individual goes to a constituency, meets the constituents, and presents his developmental ideas. This person will explain those developmental ideas to the layman's understanding. But after, this constituent who sat and listened to the explanations will not ask questions about how and when those developmental projects will come into place. No, they wouldn't. One question they will ask is, Mr. Madam, what are you saying? In other words, Mr. Madam, how much are you giving us? This is the reality on the ground. The delegates of these political parties are emphatically and unapologetically selling their mandates to the highest bidder. In fact, there's an alarming trend of delegates openly boasting about accepting monetary inducements from candidates prior to casting their votes. Now let's imagine this. Let's imagine a scenario where a candidate expends 500,000 Ghana cedis to secure victory in internal party elections, and after this same candidate expends 200,000 Ghana cedis for success in the general election. And I'm saying this because, often than not, they spend more on internal party elections, they spend more on delegates than on the general elections. Now guess what? After the person has invested such a huge amount to win the election, what do you think will be the logical thing for the person to do? The logical expectation is for the elected MP to seek avenues to recoup the financial outlay, to seek avenues to gain back the money they spent during the election. It's that simple. They are not Father Christmas. And so consequently, the MP becomes motivated to advocate for developmental projects in their constituency. Oh yes, that they will do. However, the process takes a disconcerting turn as the MP ensures a portion of the allocated funds for the project finds its way back into their coffers. And guess what? There's nothing you and I can do about it. Why? Because they bought our mandate, we sold it to them, and so we have no business asking for accountability from them. Another area we need to look at is that the elected MP, burdened by the need to recoup campaign expenditures, they will prioritize financially lucrative projects over those addressing urgent issues. And so urgent issues in the field of healthcare, education, infrastructure development often take a backseat, and this in the long run exacerbates the plight of the same constituents who sold their mandate. This cycle, created by delegates and voters as a result of selling their mandate, perpetuates a system where the MP allocates projects to acquaintances, be they friends or even relatives. Why? Because those are the people who can reciprocate in times of financial need. The outcome of this is a slew of substandard developmental projects driven more by personal gain rather than the genuine betterment of the constituency. We can go on, but the point I'm trying to make here is that this perversive act of accepting money from politicians before casting our votes poses a significant impediment to the development of our constituencies. It perpetuates a system where political representation is driven by financial consideration rather than a commitment to the well-being and the progress of the constituent. What do you think about delegates selling their mandates to politicians? Let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, stay safe.